luchadors out there. I hope everybody's having a great time. I ain't been on in a few weeks. Luchador, unlike some people, just don't get to sit around his mobile home all day and do nothing. Luchador got to work. Luchador's a hard working motherfucker. It's the American way. I see Wiki Bobby's in here. Jets mess. Bob Hutchinson. Matthew Higgins. We got a crew of lucha maniacs in this son of a bitch tonight. I did not prepare for the show, which is par for the course. So if you got something you want to talk about, let's talk about it. If you don't, it's hot. It was really hot, but it's still hot. What's new in the land of the luchador? Got a new hot tub. Caught Triple H in it with a couple of raccoons the other night. Had to run out there with a broom and beat him out of it. He was trying to bathe. They don't make enough chemicals to sanitize it after that's been in there. Thank God I got him as he was getting the cover off. He's not the smartest guy in the world. The raccoons were giving him directions on how to unbuckle it. So what's everybody been up to? Still got the fucked up finger? Yeah, they really ain't moving much today. It's swelled up pretty good. I go back in July, I don't remember, 20 something. Toy-Hio was amazing. Next week I'll have everything from Toy-Hio that I did pick up. Even though I said I wasn't going to pick up anything, I did pick up some stuff. Cocktails. I'm having a little bit of Diet Coke and Buffalo Trace. I got a big day tomorrow, so I can't get fucked up. I got things to do. Seems like all I've been doing is working. When I'm not at my real job, I'm up here working. Been doing a lot of interweb sales and things like that. Making that money. I don't get that government assistance. Yeah, the cocktail tonight is Buffalo Trace with Diet Coke. But as you can see, my ice done melted. But so that's what I've been doing. Just working. Lots of work. Hello, Sheldon. Hello, Jennifer. I know it's been a few weeks. I didn't bring my Toy-Hio haul up here. Funny story. I don't know if Chris and or Joe's in here. They were with me when it happened. It's not very often that anybody, and I mean anybody. What's up, Tone? I mean anybody gets something free out of Matt Cardona. But the American Luchador did. So I went to see my boy Cardona, who I antagonized. And I antagonized Fuck Money Fusselman. So I got these two mega stars together. And I made it happen. And he was at Toy-Hio, and he's making money. That's what Cardona's there to do. So I go up to Mr. Cardona. I get my autograph. I gotta get an autograph and a picture every time. He pays me $20 for my picture. He doesn't charge me for the autograph, and I only charge him $3 for mine. He gets a special rate. So, chit-chatting him up a little bit. And I don't have it with me. I'll bring it up next week. It's in a box downstairs. So I'm looking at stuff on his gimmick table. I found some Undertaker stuff. And Matt Cardona hands me one of his Indie God wrestling buddies. He's like, you got one of these? I'm like, I don't know if I do. He's like, well, you do now. And he gave it to me for free. Most people don't get anything from Cardona for free, but the Luchador does. It hurts. I haven't taken any Tylenol or anything. This is into my second week. I'm just dealing with it. I don't want to fuck up my liver. So, it's still a little swelled up. As long as I keep the compression wrap on it and change it every day. keeps it somewhat under control. I let it go a couple days with no wrap, and it was this down here at the end. It was huge. But I'll have answers on that July, I don't know, July 20 something or other. I get to see the surgeon again. We'll see. We're going to take what's left of the pins and rods and cables and whatever the fuck else in there ain't broke yet. What they can dig out. The rest of it, I guess, will become permanent parts. But Toy-Hio, as always, was great. Next one's October, baby. Didn't get any Luch cards for this Toy-Hio. It snuck up on me. No new cards, no nothing. I failed all my fans. Speaking of cards, though, I did get this about a month ago. It is a vintage card pack in Arabic of wrestling stars. These were made by the Monty Company out of Holland. And this is what they released in the Middle East. It's like a wax paper. Oh, there's the top. You slip it open like that. But I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know. I like weird things. It wasn't Star Wars. The original Blob was Steve McQueen or the one with Kevin Dillon. I've seen them both. Unless there's a new one that I've missed. One of the funniest things, I got to find out his name. I meant to make a post. I had acquired all this stuff to sell and, you know, make money there at Toy-Hio. The Steve McQueen one, it is great. Love that movie. Those practical effects are simple and they work. Movies from like 56, 57. Terrified people. But there was a remake in the 80s with Kevin Dillon. Love the Blob song, hell yeah. But, so I priced all this stuff, and a lot of it I didn't look up. I just, you know, shot from the hip. And anybody that's a toy collector knows that Playmate Star Trek, not Star Wars, Star Trek. Her first horror movie, well, congratulations. You need to watch House of a Thousand Corpses next. That's the movie. Or the original 1973 Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Anyways, I had this Captain Picard ball-headed Kirk figure on card. I marked it $8. Guy come up and bought it. Come back, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes later, and hands me $100. I'm like, what's this for? He goes, that figure's worth quite a bit more than I bought it from you for. I'm like, well, how much more? He goes, I feel better if I give you another $100. And sure enough, it had actually sold online for a couple of $100. But the man was honest. And he felt better about it by giving me $100. And I thank him. I went towards the hot tub or the roof or something. I think it was roof money. But yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. Well, what's going to be your next horror movie, Jennifer? Somebody sent me something on Messenger. Who dat? Blob of jam. Yeah, I think that's what they actually used. Maybe you should follow it up with the remake. Come on. Horror movies that are Luchador's favorite. Absolute favorite. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1973. Great fucking movie. If you want a science fiction horror-esque movie, I guess you'd call it, I highly recommend one of the Lucha's other all-time favorite movies, A Clockwork Orange. They made 3 Blob movies. Jaws for 4th of July. There you go. Next Saturday, I'll be making an appearance at a 4th of July party. I will try to go live if I'm not too looched up on barbecue and booze. The greatest horror movie of all time is not Scream. That is so wrong on so many levels. But speaking of Scream fans, the Buck 119. There's what the model number is. I believe it to be the one. Yep, the 119. Meant try Scream. For all the Scream fans out there, I know this knife looks familiar. Definitely not the best. But that movie was fucking huge back in the day. Comedies are your preference. My favorite comedy would have to be Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. House of a Thousand Corpses, best after 90? I would say yes. That's not many movies get me. My favorite horror movie is the recording of Triple H's last dental appointment. Whoa! Why would he go to the dentist? He's only got 2 teeth. Oh, you've never seen Talladega Nights? You're gonna love it. That movie is off the chain. Shake and Bake. I remember going and seeing Texas Chainsaw Massacre on its 10th anniversary re-release. The young luchadors in California at the time. And I begged and pleaded to go see it in the theater. And I got my wishes. I'd seen it at that point probably 100 times on Betamax. But I wanted to see that son of a bitch on the big screen. Had to see it on the big screen. And boy, did I see it. Love that movie. The pain and anguish of poor Leatherface. He was misunderstood. The man was an artist. They were just trying to survive. You know, times is tough in fucking South Texas. Caddyshack and Easy Money are 2 good movies. I've seen Caddyshack probably 100 times. That was a heavy rotation back in the day on HBO. Heavy rotation. Wiki, I was by your brother George's house. Did he get a GMC Terrain? Seen a Terrain parked in his driveway with his other collection of vehicles. It's hot in Texas. Why act? I agree with Tone. Tony's right. They didn't have AC. God damn, how many vehicles does George need? But I was by there earlier today and I seen a Terrain. I was like, oh. Okay. But yeah, other than that, I just been actually started getting ready for the October Toy Hi-Yo show. I did pretty well this time. I had 95% of it priced. ready to go. I don't know if it's record attendance. It seemed like it was. It was off the chain. It was busy. Once again, thank you, Fuck Money Fusselman. It's always a great time. I'll be set up again in the same spot. Excuse me, selling different shit. But it'll be fun. It's always fun. We got big things to do tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a show tomorrow, an outside show. Show off all the treasures. Yeah. For any of you guys, excuse me, that follow that Butters on the gram and TikTok and whatever else, with the best hype man in the game. That's right, baby. Old baby Butters has a house. It's better than what Triple H lives in. It's got running water, electricity. You got a couch. You got a mini fridge that works. Baby Butters got her own. Old Butters got a house, Tone. Oh yeah, Tony. She got a house. That's all. Just better than anything that Triple H has ever lived in. Even that dumpster behind the Radisson. Thought he was doing big shit then. They dumped the food and the grease trap right in there on him. He loved it. But yeah, Butters got a house with hot, cold running water. Been watching a new channel on Roku that come on Tuesday. That comes on Tuesday. But Butters is doing big things. She's wanting to get wall-to-wall carpeting installed. I told her no, Butters. But Butters gets what Butters wants. Been letting my beard grow out, so I'm getting the itchies. Oh, I would say that, Mr. Higgins. That Butters is nicer than Triple H's for sure. Yeah, I heard it. Oh, she's getting the AC, the whole 9 yards. Butters is living the life out there. She planted some flowers in her little window, fucking flower boxes. Oh, here's another item. I didn't pick this up at Toy Hio, but I'm going to put this in the eBay store or take it to Toy Hio. Who doesn't need a vintage 1994 Power Ranger Christmas ornament? Come on, man. Still got the Kmart $2.99 price tag on it. 1994 Saban Entertainment. This was made by Rouch Industries out of Gastonia, North Carolina. If I put that in the eBay store, maybe I'll just bring it to Toy Hio. Put a 10 spot on it. Somebody needs that for their goddamn Christmas tree. Got to start getting ready for that here real soon. Christmas and Hanukkah's just right around the corner. Got to figure out what Mrs. Luch wants. So what's everybody else been up to? Not going to have a long one tonight. I'm dying up here. Need to cut the AC on up here. I fucked up. You can probably, in the reflection up there, see the ceiling fan moving. I should have cut that AC on about an hour ago. But no, I didn't. Yeah, maybe I'll do a quick show tomorrow. All Power Ranger shows, new or old, are trash. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, sorry, at all. Just don't do anything for me. And I'll be glad of it. I'd be worried if I was into it, that I had some sort of mental issue. But yeah, I've been slowly moving stuff out of here. I moved everything behind me, but into the main room, as we call it. Won't be long. I'll have it. Well, maybe it will be long. I'll have it all consolidated down to where I can have it in there and do the shows from in there. with my goddamn AC on, my mini fridge behind me. Ooh wee. They're literally just toys to sell at the store. You ain't watching Spenguli Wiki Bobby? ECW's where it's at. Got Mrs. Luch watching the old ECW stuff after we drove Fonzie back from Gerard there a couple of years ago. Fonzie told her the match she needs to watch was him versus Beulah, where she ripped him open with a bacon sheet. So, that was the first match she watched. I miss old ECW. That WW, I think it was still WWF, whatever. That WW watered down shit they brought out a few years later. Sorry, not good at all. Tried really hard to get behind it. Just wasn't the same. The hard thing to get in there is going to be this WrestleCade machine. Space Invaders over there is probably going to find their new home. I can't get them both in there. My goddamn, what's it called? Matt Mania? I don't know. Retromania. I don't even know what the hell it's called. I just bought it. Bret Hart. You know, he's the best there was. They're the best. What was it? The best there was. The best there. I don't know. Something about ever will be. I like Bret Hart, but he talked a lot. He's still mad at Goldberg all these years later. And let's not even get into the Montreal screw job. Screw job. That's a whole other thing. A couple of WWE Hall of Famers in the hospital. Bret Hart's birthday is July 2nd. Softball team second place right now. Oh shit! On 8-game win streak. I'm slapping these girls around and toughening them up. There you go, Bob. I don't get to talk to Bob much anymore. He's always softballing or something. But yeah, we got big shit to do in the morning, god damn it. You have a good night too, Matt. I'm getting off here in just a minute. I will see you soon. On that note, boys and girls, I'm gonna call it. It's hot. My face is itchy. And I didn't prepare. You better watch your mouth. Jim Ross is a national treasure, boy. So is Scotty Too Hottie. That was Ronda Ronda's favorite, Scotty Too Hottie. Mrs. Luch had a cat named Scotty Too Hottie. Well, I wonder why Jim Ross ain't been in here in a while. You better send me another autograph, something or other, before it kicks. Well, he can watch from the hospital, god damn it. Fucking see CM Punk sitting back here. Mrs. Luchador's favorite wrestler, CM Punk. And Paul He-Man? You mean Heyman? I don't know who Paul He-Man is. I know who Paul Heyman is. You left a letter out there, Wiki. Well, I thank all you guys. Who's Paul Herman? Paul Herman's no relation to Paul Rubens, who played Pee Wee Herman, that's for sure. That guy got a bad rap. He went to a filthy porns theater and diddled himself, and it was the end of the world. Paul took a beating. I didn't watch SmackDown. Damn autocorrect. Yeah, it gets me all the time when I'm telling somebody to fuck off, and they'll say duck off. I'm like, that's not what I meant. You should have figured this out by now. God damn you, Siri. You know you love CM Punk. Miss Luchador going to get a CM Punk tattoo. They messed up a move and put him through a table. Fuck Paul Heyman. He ruined ECW. Fuck that guy. He says it was time and it had its run. It had its run because you took all their fucking money and ran with you piece of shit. MSG. Oh man, I might have to go back and watch this. What was it, a botch? They really fuck him up? Or is this a work? Fuck Paul Heyman. He's right up there with goddamn Toby Keith. Piece of trash. Got a text. Hold on, boys and girls. Well, I can tell you who ain't eating like a poor. The new bloodline did it. To pick his ass up. Tell you who ain't eating like a poor. That's Bob Hutchinson. Oh, I gotta turn. Hold on. God damn it. Bob over here. Eating like the poor's do on the first of the month. But all that goddamn, what is it, crab, lobster? I don't know. All kinds of seafood shit. Poors only eat that way on the first and second. By the third, they're out selling their ass for a rolled up cigarette. Toby Keith is garbage. Toby Keith is garbage. Dead garbage now. That guy was a piece of poop. Screw Toby Keith. I just stared off into space. Sorry, guys, been doing that a lot lately. Crab, corn, shrimp, kibasi. Ooh. I like corn and kibasi. The crab and shrimp you can keep. Don't fuck with shellfish. It's not kosher. Yeah, Toby Keith was stone cold garbage. Well, goddamn, it's been 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I refused. I think I've told this story. I refused to go see old Toby Keith. Sitting in a filthy tent in a filthy, disgusting country. And Toby Keith was putting on a little concert for the troops. And I said, fuck Toby Keith. You know what his fat ass can do? And that's what I said, because he was a tubby fuck. You can get that mullet cut off, take off them tight ass jeans, get him a rifle, and get over here in his waddy with me. What actors have died, Wiki Bobby? Don't take 12 minutes to do it. I'm dying in this mask, brother. Fuck Toby Keith. I'm just going to keep on with that. Well, I wouldn't care if they're $3 a pound, Bob. Window units. Central air is next on the list. Window units, and I don't have one in this room. I have one in the room behind me. I have one in the room in front of me. So I am dying in this room. I should have turned the one on back in the back room and had this door open for a couple hours, and what I usually do. But as you can see, I am perspiring underneath this mask. Played Rock Marshall. I don't know who the Rock Marshall was on Land of the Lost. I haven't seen that show in, I don't know, pert near 40 years. It wasn't very good then either, Wiki Bobby. And then that movie they made with Will Ferrell was, I'm a Will Ferrell fan, was just god awful. Yeah, I seen that Sika died. Oh, Martin Mull, yeah. Cleveland native. Yeah, Land of the Lost, though. That's not one of them things I'd ever want to go back and watch again. It was god awful when I was a kid. I can imagine what it'd be like now. It's not going to sit well with Wiki Bobby, but Croft Superstars and Banana Splits, all that horrible ass shit. I catch a 30-second snippet of it on the internet. I'm like, oh, Jesus. It's on Tubi. Will you enjoy it? Oh, that's going to be a hard pass for me, Wiki Bobby. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I didn't forget about you. I've just been really busy. I seen Tony and Jennifer at Toy Hio. And we'll see him again real soon. Mrs. Luchador sees Tony every day. Wiki's head is in the Land of the Lost. Yeah. Sleestaks were some cool ass lizard looking motherfuckers. Got all these obelisks sitting around that I don't know, could tune time. I don't remember. Been 40 fucking years since I've seen that shit. I worked with a kid a few years ago, looked just like fucking Chaka, though. That's what I called him, Chaka. The hair, the teeth. Chaka. I'm the only person she let stand in front of her fan. Fucking Remy got us good again. Tuesday? It was Tuesday. I keep a box fan and circulate air, the dogs and everything. Down at ground level, he went over, laid behind that motherfucker. Ooh-wee, did it stink. He was later. He didn't care. All right, boys and girls, I will see you next Saturday. I'll go live from this extravaganza that I'll be at. It'll be epic. It'll be America's birthday coming up. That's what this party is celebrating. So they got the American Luchador there. And we're going to have on Saturday, I think it is. No, maybe it's, I don't know. But we're going to have a little 4th of July surprise for all my fans out there. Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Bob, continue to eat your crustaceans. Slather them in butter. It's the American way. America.